Hello, everybody. Welcome back to How Come. This episode is with my friend, Tracey Carnazzo. We have been friends since I started stand-up, and I love her very much. You may know her as a stand-up comedian and podcast host who hosts the podcast Teen Mom Trash Talk, 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk, and Catfish Trash Talk. Today, we're going to be trash talking society. And talking about how the terms pick me and daddy issues really reflect on society more than the people themselves. We are also talking about decentering men, recentering friends, and a thing that I said that I was ashamed of, but ends up being a very, very nice conversation. And truly, it's a conversation I could only have with Tracey. So I'm very excited for you guys to hear it, and I hope you love it. If you like this episode or you want to watch it unedited with video, patreon.com/howcome. Again, you will notice there are no more ads on this podcast, so please support us by either joining the Patreon, telling your friends about it, posting on Instagram, rating, reviewing, subscribing, or just DMing me and saying, "Hey, Rem, great job." Or being like, "Hey, I hated this episode and here's my thoughts," because those are fun to hear too. Anyway, you guys are going to love it and can't wait for you to hear it.
How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna just...
Welcome, Tracey.
Thank you so much, Remy.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Hello.
You look so pretty.
You do too.
No, I have been crying.
Why?
My cat died. Not my cat, my family cat.
Remy, that's awful. I'm so
know.
sorry.
Thank you.
I hate that.
I hate that.
Oh.
And he wasn't even old. He was just like an adventurer. So I feel like he ate some like rabbit with rabies or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's awful.
Thanks. But I'm very excited to get to talk to you today.
Well, I'm excited to talk to you.
You really look so pretty.
Oh my God, stop it. I just put lip gloss on.
Oh, do you just get your hair done?
I got a money piece.
Yeah. Looks great.
Thanks.
I feel
Thanks.
like
It's still wet.
nobody's ever made the connection that like a money piece, like, you know how there's like the money shot in porn?
Yeah.
Like, don't you feel like
Just come on the front?
It could also bleach?
Yeah.
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 Tea. We met, I want to say like exactly 10 years ago.
That sounds about right.
And here's how I know. Because yesterday, if this comes out much later.
You checked it off, the days that we've known each other on your calendar before you went to bed?
Yeah. I was like, I got like an alert that was like, you have been friends with, it was July 15th, which is
Really?
the 10-year bangiversary of Ben DeMarco and I.
Ah, interesting. So it's around that time, yeah.
And it's around that time that we became friends. And last night I did a storytelling show at Joe's Pub.
Fancy.
It's right. I was so excited.
Yeah,
I was so proud
that's
of
really
myself. And the theme was like sexy summer show or whatever. And I was like, what like sexy summer stories do I have? Like, oh, I guess like that summer that like Ben dicked me around. And then for like a subsequent year. And then I was like, it'll be like a shocking tale of like, and now we've been together for like 10 years. You and I bonded so hard around that time because you were also being dicked around.
I was.
By another comic. And like we would both show up at this venue.
Show up.
To see and be seen, but mostly by these two men.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we just bonded over like our willingness to be treated like shit.
Big time.
Yeah. So I want to, like, we've had these conversations before, but let's pretend that the weed has zapped all of my memory.
Okay.
And go back into your history of what led you to the point of allowing yourself to be treated that way. And of course, no judgment because I was doing this same exact thing.
Yeah, I think that, in society, right, we're not really
Let's start
taught
big.
Let's start. No, I mean, really, that's what it is. It's like, I think that women are devalued in our society.
Yeah.
And we're kind of taught in general, and again, this is like a general statement, or at least I was taught in general by everyone else, not by words, but by actions, right? Because people would always say, oh, you deserve the world. And it's like, but no one's actually treating me like that. So
yeah,
how do I really get that to happen?
See, I don't even know if anybody ever said I deserved the world.
No, people say it with their mouths to me.
I don't even think that happened. But
really
yeah.
Interesting. And I think that I just thought that this is how it was, right? I just thought that being treated poorly by men is just like kind of my birthright. Is that weird?
No, I mean, just thinking about it from like a comedy lens, I feel like before today, not that it doesn't still exist, but like how common was the trope of like, I hate my wife.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's
yeah,
like it was. Men are not supposed to truly love you.
Yeah.
Men tolerate you, and you're there to serve them. And that's how that goes. And you're like just grateful that someone would choose you. And that's how I felt for a very long time. Until now.
Yeah. And you know what I'm thinking too, because you're saying waiting for somebody that would choose you. I feel like the term pick me is a very negative thing. And like, yes, I agree. You don't want to be a pick me, but it's kind of like the same thing of saying somebody has daddy issues. It's like, who set this system up?
Right.
Like,
well, when you say you have daddy issues, that means that a man has treated you poorly. So now you're being treated poorly by other men and you're being blamed by it.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, oh, I have daddy issues, but maybe would you want to say like, oh, that girl had a really bad father, or like she was mistreated and like therefore she acts this way. And the same thing with a pick me. It's like society has treated her this way, and like so the only way she knows how to cope really is to become a pick me, because all you think that you're supposed to do is be chosen.
Sure, but also so the part of being a pick me girl that bothers me is not doing things for the satisfaction of men. Like I kind of understand that a little bit more, but I think that it's kind of like implying that you'll dick over other girls for a man.
Totally.
And that's where you lose me on like that kind of attitude. I don't care what you do for male validation. I mean, you shouldn't do anything.
Right. No,
but
I'm not being a pick me apologist. I'm a pick me in recovery, because I
think we all are, though.
That's not something I want to be, but like I do think it's not like you weren't born a pick me, like
no, you were taught it.
Yeah, it embedded it in you a bit. So when you were growing up, was like the relationship that you saw, your primary relationship obviously is the one with your parents, was that similar to like what society was saying?
No, not necessarily. So I can't really even like when you say like daddy issues and stuff, like my dad was super nice to me. Like I really don't have that. I think that it's more.
But was he nice to your mom?
Yeah, he was super nice to my mom. Like my dad was cool.
Yeah.
It's not really that. It's that I feel like it's how people treated me.
Yeah.
And it's how men treated me and how, boys treated me when I was younger. Like it wasn't great.
Yeah.
I grew up, I went to Catholic school and there was like 30 kids in my class, 25 kids, something like that. And I grew up with the same 10 girls in my class and the same 20 boys in my class. And, 3 of the boys were like super, super good friends of mine. And those were my best friends.
Yeah.
And the girls, I can't say every one of the girls because I'm still friends with one of the girls, like to this day, one of my best friends.
Shout out
Lauren,
to this woman.
Lauren, we love her.
Yeah.
We grew up together. We were friends since we're born. But even her, like the other girls bullied us.
Why?
We were taller. We were bigger. They didn't like our bodies. They were like very small, petite girls. They bullied us our entire lives.
So mean.
Our entire life. So it's like, okay, so now it's a very isolating feeling.
Yeah.
And then like 3 of the boys were like my very best friends. I spent all day long, every day with them, all the time, outside of school, inside of school. Like these were like my friends. It was a weird time. And then like as I got older, into high school, like now boys started to bully me too. And that's where you're kind of like, I hope one of them chooses me one day. And it's like, when you look back at that, you're like, I hope none of them ever look at me or talk to me again. But you don't know that.
I don't know if I've ever told this story on the podcast. Apologies if you guys have heard it before, but I was telling it to one of my best friends last night. And she was like, I've never even heard you tell this story. So basically, when I was going into 9th grade, I was considered like a high value stock, I put in quotes, because I was like, had a hot body.
I mean, you're beautiful, Remy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The face.
I'm looking at
was
you in
not
bed right now, and I'm looking
facing
at your face,
at
and you're
the
just
time.
like,
Thank you.
really?
Oh no.
I find that extremely hard to believe. I'm looking at you right now in bed, right?
This is post 2 nose jobs. I've got 4 fake teeth in the front. Like,
I don't know. I would put a schnozzle on your face and still think that you were.
Honestly, I don't even think it was
beautiful.
the schnozzle. It was like I had crazy acne and braces, and I wasn't brushing my teeth, so I had like more gums than teeth. Like I would just say the face was not
okay. You were having a hard time.
Was not my best, but I was considered high value because the body was bodying. And my first homecoming, I got wasted at this junior's house, and one of the quote unquote loser junior boys decided to make out with me when I was virtually like incapacitated against a cab.
Oh, fun.
And then one of his friends decided that my stock had plummeted because of that and decided to call me Enron.
Oh, interesting. Very you're letting us into a little bit of the society that you grew
Upper
up with.
East Side bullying. Yeah, it was like the smartest, meanest nickname ever. I was like, I need to like read the news to understand what's
right. Like I'm listening to this and this is a horrible story, but also like no one in my school would have understood that.
I didn't.
So good for you. But
yes.
So good for you guys.
Thank you. So anyway, he called me Enron. This guy who came up with the term, I ended up hooking up with him just so he would stop, just so that like it would end. And I feel like I've had many, many pick me moments of my life, but that was like a pretty defining one where it was like, instead of me being like, fuck you, you're so stupid, I was like, please just like me enough. And like also you can finger me if you just like cease to do this. So yeah, that was I think my biggest bullying. But were you around like the same age, like 14, or like when did it really?
I mean, I think that it was sprinkled throughout my childhood, but yeah, I mean, high school was probably the worst.
Yeah. Everybody says it's like it's bad, but like it's like such a you're a very malleable person at that point. And so like whatever you're
not
given,
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is like what you're going to, what's that word?
Accept,
but also like bring it into your soul and like that becomes part of you.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. It's like you can't necessarily say like, oh, she had daddy issues. It's like, no, I was treated poorly.
Yeah.
By other people and I accepted it. I don't know why I accepted it. I just thought that that's how it was. There wasn't, even now people are like, oh, are you dating? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, you should date someone really nice that's very successful. And I'm like, that's kind of like saying to a comic, like, have you ever thought about doing SNL?
Yeah. But they do say
like,
that too. They go,
right. It's the same thing. It's like, oh, you want me to date someone super nice? Should I date someone super nice with a lot of money that's very successful?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, thank you for saying that. I never considered that.
Thought of that.
I always thought like date a loser. How fun.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, there was something about dating a loser that I thought was like, how fun.
Yeah, there's a different kind of loser.
Well, we can talk about this, but also dating a fuckboy specifically, there was some. Yeah. It was like the ultimate in pick me triumph because you're like,
sure,
I did it.
You're like I got a hot guy.
I changed him too, though. Like, this guy is in every single person I've ever met or come across. Like, and I said this at the Joe's Pub thing, so it's not like I'm blowing up Ben's spot, but like. He would invite me to the very club that we would go to, and there would be 3 other girls that he was hooking up with there.
With no shame. These men with no shame.
Yeah.
How old was Ben when you started hooking up with him?
I would say 28, probably.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I feel like for a man, like that's not a child. It's a full adult.
It's a full
but for a
adult.
but
Yeah.
a 28-year-old man is like not ideal.
Well, the one that you were hooking up with was in his 40s.
Yeah. This has always been but no, right. But that's what I'm saying is like Ben has an excuse.
Oh, okay.
Like Ben had a chance to mature.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
he definitely has.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Even the good ones aren't great, Remy.
No. No, he is.
Yeah, no,
but-
mine had no excuse. Mine, that's who he was as a person.
Yeah. And okay, so
Yeah.
how did you fall into that?
I gotta tell you, I don't really know.
Okay. It was
I
just
can't,
like we were
tell you
all
a story,
fucked up a lot.
I mean, the unfortunate part is that
No,
I
you were
wasn't
sober.
fucked up. but to be honest with you, edit that out. I was really drunk. There's a lot of things in my life where I'm like, I should tell people I had a problem.
Yeah.
I should tell people I had a drug problem. I should tell people I had a drug problem and no one would ask me any more questions. Just like you're asking right now. You're like, so it wasn't
Like,
the drugs. So what was wrong with you?
happened?
I don't know. I thought it was fun. I guess I just thought it was fun. And everything is fun until it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you ever a secret relationship? with
Sure.
Yeah. Like I obviously asked a leading question of have you ever been a secret girlfriend or a secret hookup or whatever? Because like I know we both have.
Sure,
and
of course.
I think that was also a very like this is who I am kind of like defining experience of being
Yes.
like I'm actually not worth publicly dating.
Oh, I was with someone before that when I was in my 20s. I was with someone for years and we shared a life together. I mean, he was telling me that, you know, we were going to get engaged and we were going to get married and we were going to have a baby. And that's what I thought my life was going to be like. And I was very close with his family. And we were moving towards that to find out that he was telling people in his life that we were friends.
Yeah.
That I was a friend of his.
Yeah.
And he started dating a girl that he worked with. And she would ask, like, why does Tracey always call you? And he's like, oh, she's going through a breakup. And it's like, well, I'm about to be going through a breakup.
What? A
Yeah.
psychopath.
Yeah. And I didn't know that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I didn't know that. And it was just like so outrageous. I mean, there was a point where like, you know, we would spend like maybe 4 or 5 days a week together.
Wait, and this
Like-
is obviously before we knew each other.
Yeah. This was in my
Like-
20s.
Like,
yeah.
I know. 'cause
Before comedy.
I get confused because you're just such a baby face,
I'm a baby. I'm 34 now. No, this was in my 20s.
which I believe.
Thank you. And it was, you know, it was that guy that's good on paper, right? He was successful and he was tall and he had a nice family and he had, you know, a significant amount of money and like he was headed towards something great.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, we got along really well, but he didn't treat me very nice. But I thought that was fine, right?
Yeah.
Because you just need a guy with like a good job that's like cute.
Well, also, I think you did think he liked you. Like, you didn't know how he was going to be speaking about you.
I didn't know that, but like I also knew that like I had to be careful about what I said in front of people because he would get mad at me and like I would have to
Oh.
kind of censor myself. And it was like, you know, I was kind of not who I was and I lost myself. I lost myself in every man that I've ever dated. I've lost my personality. I've become like this person that you can't recognize and you know me very well.
Yeah.
I am not someone who like, you know, is just like in the corner, just, you know, very shy. And that's who I became for so many people. I mean, you've watched me with your own eyes become that person.
I know.
And that's what I will never do again. And we, unfortunately in life, we have to learn like these terrible, hard lessons over and over and over and worse and worse and worse until we really get it. And, you know, looking back, I wish that I would have woken up earlier.
Yeah. And I will say, like, there was that first guy and then this second guy that like really snuffed the spark.
Yeah.
And I think since that guy, you haven't been with anybody.
No. Then I was like, no,
Yeah.
absolutely not. You will never, like, there will never, nothing like that will ever happen to me again.
Yeah. But
Ever.
you also have never, like, you haven't gone away since that. You know, like
Nope.
you have
No, I won't.
been like on this like successful
Thank you.
ass, like, you know, like it seemed like I always say, like, some people take spite and chew it up and use it as rocket fuel. And I feel like you do the same exact thing. Oh, yeah, you had a spite
100%.
cake. We love spite. Oh, my God. Tracey, if you can't see this online, it says her on the back of her phone, surviving purely out of spite.
That's it. Because you know what, Remy? I won't do it. And I'm going to tell you what you're talking about is the moment that you're pinpointing the moment that I decentered men from my life.
Yeah.
And that is when everything just went away.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, none of this matters. This isn't real. What matters is me and my career and my friends. And like, you know, I can't really complain about much these days because I have the best friends in the whole world.
Yeah.
And what else could I even complain about? I mean, I could find things to complain about. That's not what I'm saying. But as far as like
if you really
interpersonal
tried,
relationships, sure. Listen, there's other things in my life that I can't control.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, I have friendships that are, you know, irreplaceable and that people are jealous of, and they should be jealous of it because I have friendships that, you know, are things that I could never have even imagined.
Mm-hmm. Which is something that I feel very like slighted by with respect to like media growing up. Like it was always about like how to get the guy and not like how to really like nourish your friendships and like whatever. And like there have been so many times, like I do have a lot of close friendships, but I want so many more of them now that I see like how like not just like important it is or whatever, but like it's genuinely enriching to have friends in your life that like you're like, oh my God, I just like love who you are and like what you do. And like, it's not like a jealousy thing. Like, I feel like in most, you know, TV shows or whatever I was watching, it was like friends that like secretly hate each other.
Frenemies.
Like, yeah.
We have taught, this is another thing. It's like we have been taught to fear other women and hate other women and be jealous of other women. And it's weird to me because that's the opposite of what I ever felt.
Yeah.
I take the one thing that I really do try to catch myself on is if I ever feel like that, it's like, wait, why do you feel like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Like for when I see other people get success, even if I truly believe that I am more talented than them, it's like, why can't you look at that and be like, oh, if they could do that, I could do that too. That's amazing.
Yeah. No, I mean, I still have to catch myself because somebody, I might even cut this out because I'm like kind of embarrassed that it came out of my mouth, but someone recently was like, oh, do you like this comic so-and-so?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly have not really watched this woman's work a ton, but what I do know is that she is quote unquote less attractive than I am.
Okay.
But loves herself.
Okay.
And the jealousy that came out of, you know, like that, I'm just like, the fact that you can push societal norms aside or whatever it is and just genuinely like be so obsessed with yourself and your body and how you
or
look.
at least comfortable in it. Yeah.
While I still feel like shit, I'm like, I can't, instead of respecting that person and striving to be like her, I'm like, I hate her.
Right. I don't think you should cut that out. I think this is important because this is what you're taught. You are genuinely taught to feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm jealous of this person, but you're actually, I think it's okay to be jealous of that person, but be jealous of them because what you want is what they have. And what, yes. And it's not the comedy and it's not the success and it's not anything like that. It's like,
it's the comfortability.
Man, I wish I could feel comfortable with myself.
Yeah, for sure. But what you were saying too about like how happy you've been in the past, I think now it's been like 6 years, probably
5. Yeah.
5. I was at a dinner with the same friend I was telling the Enron story to, and her friend was there with us, and she was like talking about her relationship and basically like saying that she was settling and that she wasn't really like happy or whatever.
Ugh.
And my friend was like, well, you know, I've been single for like 10 years and I've never been happier. Like, because we were talking about, the other girl was like, I think I just stay in relationships for a long time because my parents modeled for me, like they were so unhappy for a long time and stayed together.
Yes.
And I was like, relate. So you think that's what a relationship is.
But that's another thing that's taught, because you have to show people, and I did this too in my last relationship. I was like, no. I'm going to stay in this because I'm going to show people my worth.
Mm-hmm.
And my worth is that I can have a long relationship.
Yeah.
Because that is the only worth that I have.
Yeah.
Look at me. I have a boyfriend. It's like, how bad could I be? I have a boyfriend for years.
Totally.
It's like, yeah. Oh, you think that I'm ugly? You think I'm unattractive? Then why would I have a boyfriend for 5 years?
It's the ultimate, like, you did it.
Yeah,
even if it's not a good relationship, it's a relationship. So,
sure. And you don't know anything. My family doesn't know anything about my relationship. All they know is that I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm better than all of you.
Yeah. And so my friend who's been single for a long time was like, well, that doesn't really make sense because like my parents have been in a great relationship my entire life and I'm not in a relationship with anyone. I was like, actually, it makes a lot of sense.
Of course it does.
When you do date, you see what you don't like about the person.
You're like, oh, that's not good enough
and you go,
for me.
no thanks. And then you continue on with your life.
Yeah.
Like she literally had a date that this woman had predicted that my friend would marry a very specific, archetype of man. And last week she texted me and was like, oh my God, do you remember what predicted? I'm actually going on a date with a guy who is this, does this, is this, has met me through this, like all the things that she said. And I started to get like so excited. I was like, oh my God, he's here. Like, this is so great. And then she gets on the date with him or whatever. And I text her the next day and I was like, how was it? And she was like, he was boring.
Yeah.
And I was like, and are you going to like try and see him again? She's like, no. Which I was still like, I'm like,
but you're like, but he checks all the boxes.
Exactly.
But he's your dream man, right?
I'm like, if it was me, I would go, no, we make this work. Which, like, I just still feel crazy that like my brain is still in that place.
Sure. Yeah, I think that is crazy. How about that?
Yeah.
I think that's insane because that is nothing that I feel anymore. But back a few years back, I would have said the same thing. It's like, hey, everyone has flaws. And it's like, no. If people make you feel uncomfortable or you don't feel attracted to them, I'm not even talking about physically. I'm talking about their personality.
Yeah, no, boring is the worst thing ever.
Sure. I mean, when you meet someone and you click, it's even friendships. People force friendships too.
Yeah.
Friendships are not forced.
Yeah.
And I always say that about dating, right? It's like Remy, when I met you, we were instant friends.
Oh my God.
Instant friends.
Yeah.
It took no time. There was never like, I wonder if she'll call me back.
Also, there have been times that I haven't talked to you for months and then I call you out of the blue. We have a 3-hour phone call.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, thank God I have Tracy in my life.
Oh my God, I love you.
It's like.
No, but it is true though, because you don't put the value. It's not like the pressure. It's not, like, oh, I don't know. It's the urgency of a romantic relationship is very different. And I try to treat a romantic relationship like I would treat a friendship. There's so many guys that I say to my friends, right? If I treated you like that, or if someone will call me and say like, this guy I'm dating said this to me. And I said, well, what if I said that to you?
Yeah.
Would you be friends with me anymore? And they're like, no.
Totally.
And I'm like, so why are you still talking to him? Because he's a male? It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
There's respect also. You would never say like, oh, Tracy's not talking to me anymore because the last time I saw her, I didn't look attractive.
Totally.
You take that out. And when you really,
so
when you decenter men from your life, you stop doing that. I've had thoughts, it's like, I have these thoughts that come into my head where it's like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. And then even last night I was feeling like a little bit low. And I said to myself, self, you need to be exactly who you are. You need to look exactly like you look because no one else looks like you and no one else is you. And you need to attract someone that loves you for every single thing that you are, not what you're not. It's like, you think about it like, well, what if I got eyelashes? Maybe someone else would like me. It's like, you know what? I don't want any guy that needs to like me because I have eyelashes.
Totally. Sometimes I like me with eyelashes. And then sometimes I'm like, we need to give my eyes a break.
Remy, if you like you with eyelashes, that's totally amazingly fine.
Yeah.
You could do whatever you want. But to think like maybe I should do this to attract a man, that's where it's like, no, this is actually toxic and harmful.
Yeah, no, just the same thing that you're saying about friends. Would you ever change yourself
to
become friends with somebody?
Right.
if yes, then I don't know, maybe
then that's a different problem that you have.
Right.
But we usually don't put that focus on a same-sex friendship or even just a friendship at all.
Right.
Yeah. Like if I'm going to hang out with my guy friend, I'm not like, oh, I need to wear something sexy. So he still wants to call me the next day. It's like, what?
Yeah. No, I was saying to somebody, I don't remember who it was recently, about like doing jokes on TikTok that, because you know how a lot of people, instead of just like posting their stand-up, now they'll just do it straight into camera.
Sure.
Whatever. I'm like, sometimes I worry if those jokes flop, I'm like, is the joke not funny or do I not look pretty enough today? And he was like, what?
Right.
He was like, what does that have to do with the joke? And I was like, I don't know. Like,
you're like, oh, that's actually, when you say it out loud and when someone speaks back to you, you're like, oh, this is very stupid.
Like
this
in my head a little bit, I'm like, okay, maybe the algorithm likes it when like people pause on your face longer because they're looking at it because they're thinking appealing face. But like, no, I've seen people like with their head in the camera like this telling a joke and it's like they look crazy.
Yeah, triple chin.
But the joke works.
Unflattering
and like,
outfit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because like that's not what they're trying to do. But what you were saying before about what's special about you is you. It's something, I've been taking this acting intensive over the summer, and that was what our teacher said on the first day was like, this method, it's Meisner, if you guys know.
Okay, I know Meisner.
Repetition is going to make you be your most you. Which she was like, that is the number one thing that you can afford to not just this profession, but like the world is like, there is nobody on earth like you. Yes, there are people who have like similarities to you, but like you're you. And like, that's the most special thing about you. And I was just like, oh, like if only, I don't know.
Right. It's like
people
you have
been
to
saying
hear
that our whole lives.
But you never really thought about it like that.
Yeah.
And it hit a little bit deeper because now you're even talking about work, right? So this is you're looking for an acting job. And it's like, oh no, this is important in all aspects of your life to be your authentic self. That's so important.
It's so important. And it's also, I think, like, at least me historically, when somebody would give a compliment about something, oh, you're so creative or you're so this, I would be going, okay, and that's a positive because it's similar to these people that I've seen that people generally like. It's like, no.
It's because people like you.
Yeah.
There's certain things, if you think of all your friends, right? There's certain things that you think about each one of your friends that you're like, oh, I wish I had this or that's so pretty about her or like that's, and we don't think that anyone would ever think that about us.
Yeah.
And that's not true.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, it's like even, you know, the way that I dress, I always dressed in black because I'm like, oh, I'm fat. If I dress in black, no one will know.
Tracey, literally last week, I dressed in all black but just because I was in like a bad mood. And this girl in my class was like, ooh, all black. And I was like, well, yeah, I don't want anyone to see me. And she goes, that's not how that works.
That's not how it works, right? Right. So when you realize like, oh, they see you anywhere you know, and when I realized that, I was like, oh, I can wear whatever I'd like and whatever makes me happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you do that, it's like, oh, just be who you are. And you know what? Sometimes I wear stupid things that people laugh at. And then we both laugh and laugh and laugh because I'm like, how stupid, right?
How stupid. How fun.
How fun. I like it.
Yeah. No, when you were saying that, like, we don't think about the things that other people would see in us and be like jealous of. One of my very, very, very best friends on her wedding day, she looked so beautiful, but she always looks beautiful. You know, like she's like stunning. Even if she doesn't think so. And all of these nice speeches were being made about her and being made about her husband and all this stuff. And her family seemed so perfect and stuff. And I'm sitting next to her and she goes, bro, if I was a guest at this wedding, I would fucking hate me. She goes, I am so pretty. And this is a girl who never speaks well about herself. I am so pretty. My husband is an accomplished, sweet man who loves me. My family thinks I'm the shit, like going on and on and on. And I was just like staring at her being like, oh my God, like you get it finally.
Yeah,
like what we've
finally.
all been seeing.
You had to hear an hour of speeches.
Yeah.
And we had to have 12 photographers.
And it had to be a day dedicated to you for you to realize that like, no, people think this so many other days. Yeah. But it was just so funny. She goes, I would fucking hate me. Which now I'm like, the way that I hated that comic.
Yeah.
It's more like I would feel really happy for me. You know, like it's a way better way to frame it.
Right. But also, don't you think that it's good that you explored why you said that?
Oh, of course.
Because you're just not like, oh, I hate her. And you're like, that was an ugly thing that I said.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, no, I think that's great.
I know the water that I was steeped in. Please.
Sure.
I grew up on the Upper East Side where I was considered a fat one.
Right. Yeah.
And
no, but it is very.
My dad's a dermatologist.
Oh no, I know.
You know, like people have been seeing flaws for a really long time.
No, I think it's really important that you saw what was wrong with that statement.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm glad you said it out loud.
Thanks.
Because you heard how
nuts.
How nuts that sounded.
And I think it's a very, very common feeling. And I think a lot of people.
I mean, that's a default feeling.
Yeah. No,
and
but
until
I'm saying,
you train yourself to realize
I'm not saying of mine. I've seen it on the internet being like, how does this girl like herself?
It's like, why are
you know?
Right. It's like, why are you mad at
Why are you mad
You're
at it?
mad that someone's not upset. It's so true. It's
because
so
it's a
true.
scarcity mindset too, just to go back to like the women of it all. Like us being trained to dislike each other or compete with each other is because only one got picked for a very long time. You know, like even when we're talking about like stand-up lineups, like it was like there's only going to be one girl who gets booked just so that the producer doesn't get shit on for having no girls on the lineup.
Right, and it's like, this next comic's a lady. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gross. She's probably on her period. Disgusting. But no, that is
but we think about like
jealous.
Okay, if there's only one spot, then I have to make it in my head so that there's no way those other people deserve that spot. Those other women. Like it has to be just me. Whereas now it's like we're creating a lot of our own spaces. We have more opportunities. Like
there's still a lot of that though.
There
and
is
you know
a
what?
lot of that, but like I
don't want to do anything
when I meet funny female comics.
Yeah, you should be, because you should always surround yourself with people that are very successful and people that are really enthusiastic about what they do and people that are positive, and that's where you become successful yourself.
Yeah, it's true. No, I remember befriending a really successful comic a few years ago, and I even posted a meme being like, me waiting for comics similar to me to fall off so that I can rise up or whatever. It's like, what do you mean fall off?
Yeah.
So that in a few years, somebody else can say that about me?
Sure. No, there's room for everyone, and no one is you.
Yeah.
No one is you. There's people that could be similar, and there's certain people that book like, we need a woman on this show.
Yeah.
How many times do you turn down a spot because you're busy or something, and they go, do you have another one of you?
Yeah. So many times.
I mean, all they say is, do you know another female comic? It's like, no, how would I ever know another female comic?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No,
there's only 3 of us.
I was the sub the other day. I showed up to the show and I was like, I'm filling in for so and so.
Yeah, and they're like, obviously, and they were like, you're also a woman.
Oh, good, you're here.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
They're like, we knew who you were filling in for. It would never be a man.
Yeah, we've also never seen you perform in our lives. So,
but you're a female.
But
we just needed
you
another
fit the quota.
one.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So the guy that you were living with, obviously he was cheating on you.
The first one?
Yeah.
Which one? Yeah.
The one that like he would make you tell people that you were friends.
Well, he didn't make me tell people. He told people.
Oh, he told people.
He told
but you
people.
Said you felt a way about it.
I did. I felt very weird about saying anything in front of him. Like if I were to introduce you to him, I felt very weird about it because I knew he wasn't like very forthcoming.
Yeah. And then wasn't there another guy who cheated that you figured it out via
I mean, Remy,
yeah.
be more specific,
Okay,
you know?
Okay.
There's Yes. All of them. Yes.
Okay. So everybody's cheating.
Everyone's cheating.
And I don't want to say continue to accept that behavior because like
I don't anymore. I did for a long time. I did.
So what was, and you don't have to go into all of it, but what was like the breaking point of this final man?
Just being in a very, very, very bad relationship, being in a very bad position, and waking up one day and being like, no. I am not mistaken.
Yeah.
I am alive and I am seeing this with my own eyes and this is happening right now and I'm going to stop it.
Right. Because he was like gaslighting you and being like,
of course, all of them do.
Yeah.
That's why people are in bad situations, because they don't believe they're in bad situations. And I think it took me a very long time to realize, like, even though I would say it with my mouth, like, oh, this isn't good or whatever, I never really believed what was going on until one day when I woke up and I was like, oh, right. Like, almost like I'm here, I am of sound mind and body, and this is happening. Yeah. And I'm acknowledging it for the first time.
And I'm very clear about what's been going on.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I was clear-headed that day. Yeah. And I said, no, this is happening. This is happening. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Because again, you'd been drinking for years.
Well, I was on heavy drugs.
Nope. She was sober the whole time. It can happen to you.
It's terrible.
It really is. And like, again, anybody would be so lucky to have you in their life. And I'm not saying like a romantic person. Like, friends are so lucky. And we got a bit taken away from you at the time, because I remember.
But that's what I'm saying. I couldn't even communicate with other people. That's what happened.
All you and I would talk about was him.
Yeah.
And like what was going on. And like, obviously, like I was there for you, but like there was like a certain point where pre-clear, I was like, I don't know how much I can keep having these conversations, because
because it's the same conversation and nothing is changing.
Seem to know that this is going on, and then the next day something switches where she's cool with it again.
Yeah, because I wanted to be.
Yeah,
I wanted to be.
Yeah, because it was important to you. It
was important to me to show everyone that I was worthy of love.
Yeah,
and it is,
even though
not
love
is
to
me anymore.
The last thing that you were being shown.
Of course, but I needed you, not you, but all of you, to see that it's like, yeah, Remy, you think I'm worthless? Then why do I have a boyfriend?
Right.
Explain that one.
Did you feel, because there were times that I was like pulling back a little bit, because I was like, I don't know. And like, it's not just you. I've done this to a lot of people where I'm like, my Virgo brain says, I've given you all the facts. Why aren't we acting on it?
Sure.
Did you feel pull back from like me and other friends?
I don't think I felt anything.
No. Yeah.
I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly feel anything.
Yeah.
You know, when you're being told that everyone hates you, and when you're being told that, like, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're like,
I don't know what was going on.
Not worth shit.
I was just concerned. I was concerned about
for stuff, not you.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what was going on. I couldn't confidently say that I felt that at all. Or I was even aware of it, or I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
It's like, what was I doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
No, and honestly, it makes me think about another relationship that I've been trying to put the kibosh on, because I think it's very toxic.
Can't, but here's the problem.
You can't
until
the person is ready.
Okay, so this is what I will compare it to. This is an addiction.
Love addiction, or like?
Just an addiction, just any addiction. All of this, like these kinds of relationships.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're telling me, so it's the same thing, like where you're like, oh, Tracey, when you were in a bad relationship, I saw that you were in a bad relationship. I told you, and you still wouldn't stop it, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I heard you. I never didn't hear you. I heard you. But I was like, yeah, but she doesn't know this, and this. And it's like, maybe she's right, but she's probably wrong. But like deep down, you know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
So now if I was drinking every single day.
Right.
And you were like, hey, you're an alcoholic. And I'm like, yeah, technically, I guess I am. But like, I kind of have this under control.
Yeah.
And then I call you and I'm like, oh, I'm so hungover and my liver's failing.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, you're an alcoholic. And I'm like, it's probably not that. Thank you so much for saying you know? So it's the same exact thing. There's nothing you could do until I decide like, oh,
this is
ruining
ruining my life.
Alcoholic.
Yeah.
this is ruining my life. And it's like, that's what happened eventually to me, where I was like, oh, no, 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 no. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. And then everything that everyone has been telling you for years, it like comes across the screen of your brain. And you're like, right.
Yeah. No, it's true that you really can't help people who don't
But you can
be helped.
You can't, but you can never lie to them. And that's the only thing that I ever say to my friends that are in bad situations. It's like, if you ask me a question, I'm always going to tell you the truth, because if I lie to you, you're never going to trust me.
Totally.
I hear you. And when you're ready to get help for this, or when you're ready to leave this situation, like, I'm here for you. And in the meantime, like, we could just talk about something else, or, you know, but I'm always here for you. Like, I don't hate you for it. You're just like not there yet.
Yeah. It's kind of
because how many friends call you and is like, I'm going to leave my boyfriend, or I'm going to leave my girlfriend. I hate her. I'm going to leave my girlfriend. And the next weekend you're like, hey, what are you doing? And they're like, we're apple picking.
Yeah. We're so happy.
What?
He just proposed.
He just proposed and I think we're going to get married. It's like, oh, that is very concerning. But it's not. But here's the thing. It's not your business.
Totally.
It is your business, but it's not.
Yeah.
So you can only give people facts, just like how you were saying. You can give people facts, and you can say like, hey, when you do decide to leave, just know that like you have a ton of people that support you.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, like, I'm just going to take a little bit of a step back. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be dragged down by this. And that's it.
Totally.
And it's like, okay, listen, and the other thing is like, you have to kind of understand why people are in bad situations. Like, it wasn't a personal thing, right? Like, so I didn't stay with this guy because I was like, you know what? Remy's a bitch.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you.
No, I never thought that.
Right. But how many times have we been in these situations where we're like telling our friends, like, no, these are the facts, and they're not doing what we tell them to do. And we take it so personally.
I mean, I know that I have been that person.
But that's what I'm saying. I've been on both ends of that.
Yeah.
So I understand it a little bit more than I used to.
Like, when I broke up with an ex, my friends were ecstatic. And it was almost to a point that I was like, whoa, hold on. Like, I'm still a little sad.
No, but you can be all the way sad.
And they were like, okay, but like, we're so happy.
Right. But you can also be sad, and you can also have your friends understand. Like, that's what I also don't like. You know, when people leave a relationship that was bad and they go, I feel guilty for feeling sad.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, this is traumatic.
Yeah. And again, it's literally an addiction, especially if it's a toxic relationship. You are addicted to like the dopamine and like the pullback and stuff. You know, like, oh, it just said my internet is unstable. Well, shut up.
Yeah, you froze for a second.
Okay. You're so addicted to like the highs and the lows, whereas, you know, like a drug addiction, you get really high, then you get really hungover, and you're always chasing the highs, and the highs feel so much higher because the lows are so low.
Yeah.
Whereas in a secure relationship, it's not that exciting. It's nice.
Yes. Right. But I don't know.
A secure friendship is nice.
Okay, so that's what I try to compare things to, because I don't know what a secure relationship feels like. I know what a secure friendship feels like.
Yeah.
I know, right, exactly what you said. It's like, if I don't talk to you for 4 months, I'm not like, Remy hates me.
Yeah.
Remy hates me. I'll just call you.
Right.
And then you go, hi. And then you go, hi.
I mean,
like,
I'm not going to lie. There have been times that if people aren't talking to me, I'm like, oh my God, they must. But then be normal and reach out.
Yeah, but when you're, but not in a very secure relationship.
Yeah.
Not in a very, sometimes like, you know, maybe in a little bit more of a superficial relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we should train people. And I know this is already kind of like a conversation in the zeitgeist about like, don't say that girls and boys who are friends at a really young age are dating or something like that. Like,
yeah, it's not funny.
It's not funny. And it's also like,
it's not cute.
Take the importance off of it. Like, they're friends. That's so exciting.
But also,
they're friends.
why do we have to sexualize everything?
Yeah. And like, why is it like from like the time, like my sister and this kid, Eric, we love you, Eric, were best friends since they were 2 years old. And there was always this kind of like, will they, won't they, like in our families. And it's like,
won't they?
Why are you putting the pressure on these two little children who are friends that like, if they don't end up being in a relationship, that feels like a failure? No,
Well, I have
that's
to
like
tell
a
you-
really exciting thing to be able to be friends since you're 2 years old.
My best friend since I'm a little tiny child was a boy.
Uh-huh.
And we were friends into our 20s. And then he started dating the woman that he married, and he wasn't allowed to talk to me anymore. And she was also
Shut
someone
up.
that we grew up with. But she was also someone that we grew up with. And do you know that when I see him in the street, he won't even look at me?
What?
I wasn't invited to his wedding. He told me I, quote, didn't make the cut.
What the fuck? I'm
And
so sorry.
he never spoke to me ever again. And that was my very best friend.
And it's nothing that you ever did or that she ever saw you do. It's
Nope.
literally because
Nope.
she probably in her mind, because of what other people have been saying for years, is like, if they've been this close, there's something else about it.
But the funny thing, yeah, but also if they've been this close, then why don't they date if that's what they wanted? It's like, I would have just dated him if that's what I wanted to do.
Totally.
I wasn't playing the 25-year long game.
Yeah. Yeah. You
I
were
wasn't
just like the
friends with all of
cleverest
his-
baby.
Yeah, I was playing the longest game in the world. And then also I was friends with all of his girlfriends constantly.
Mm-hmm.
He would date my friends. It's like, yeah,
but
he was
I
my
do-
best friend.
I do know somebody. I'm not even going to say about this person. I do
she
know
grew up with us.
personally, there was a kid that I had a crush on my entire life, and I would always
Okay.
befriend the girls that he was.
Right, but this was my best friend. This wasn't like a kid that was friendly with me. Like, I would
yeah.
cry because my mom wouldn't let him sleep over.
Yeah.
I would cry. I'd
Yeah.
be like, what do you mean? We've been playing all day long. We're just going to play in the morning. Like, what is the problem?
Yeah.
Like, we're
She's
going to
like,
go
well,
skateboarding. Why
Tracy,
wouldn't
you're going to execute your plan because you've been playing this long game.
Right. And it's like, Tracy, you're 7. And I'd be like, no, I don't understand. He's my best friend. But so it wasn't like a kid that I had a crush on. Like, this was my best friend.
Yeah.
And that, I got to tell you, that really, really hurt my feelings.
Oh my God, it hurts my feelings right now.
I
just
saw
hearing about
him-
it. That he
I
wouldn't
saw
even
him-
like stand up for you and be like,
Stand up for me. He won't even say hello to me.
No,
So
that's
we went
crazy.
to a mutual friend's wedding,
yeah.
and he brought his baby, right? He had like a newborn baby.
Uh-huh.
And he was in church, with God.
Yeah.
And he had the baby wave to me. He took the baby's hand and waved. And in church, in front of Jesus Christ, God, and all the other guys, I gave him the finger.
Amazing. Also, just him trying to find the loophole of like, well, I didn't wave at you, the baby did.
Yeah, the baby waved at you.
Fucking idiot.
I was like,
Like, oh shit, this invisible baby just put
Yeah.
this finger
oh
up.
my God, that's so weird. My baby waved back. And that was it. And then he started following me on Instagram a few years ago and liking my pictures. And I was like, are you kidding me? I blocked him on everything.
All right. So I think a lot of the issue too that people have when getting out of like a bad relationship or like trying to like decenter men is the timeline that's been embedded into our brains
Yeah.
of if, you haven't found a person, haven't started a family, blah, 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 like you're not.
Yeah, I think that because I don't want children, it's a very different thing for me. And that's like kind of a non-issue. It makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah.
And it makes doing things like that a lot less urgent. But
Yeah.
also like, are we having children for the wrong reasons?
Yeah.
Are we having children for the same reasons that we are staying in relationships that do not serve us?
Right. Just to check off a
To sh-
box.
Check off a box. I am tired of checking off boxes.
Yeah. No, that's so true. I'm still unclear about the wanting to have children thing,
That's fine.
and it's because I've always wanted one since I was little, and then
right, but did you want one?
but
or
did I
you-
want one, or did
did
I?
you- that's the thing.
Want to
It's
be
like,
a
yeah,
successful person,
Right, but
quote,
also,
unquote.
did you want one, or were you told that you want a baby
Right.
because you're a woman?
Right.
Yeah, it's like I played with baby dolls. I also wanted to be a teacher. It's like that's not real. That's what everyone's
Yeah.
supposed to want to be.
Yeah.
I also wanted to use a cash register.
Yeah. Why is it so easy for people to let go of wanting to be an astronaut, but we go, but baby?
Yeah, but you have to have a baby.
Yeah.
The problem also that I see in any kind of successful woman, it's like you are always going to be ridiculed in any way when you have a child because you're never spending time with the child enough.
Yeah.
You're also spending too little time with the child. You're also not successful enough and you're also too successful. So there's just no winning. Once you have a child, like everything about you goes out the window.
Yeah. Again, though, to other people. Like you might be doing a really great job and able to push those voices out.
No. I'm talking about to society. I'm talking about it's never enough and it's also too much.
But if we're decentering men, then I think we should be decentering society
Babies.
as well. And babies. But like other people's thoughts about like you and like what you're doing and like how you're living.
No.
Shit.
Of course, but it bothers me how, we are being bashed as women for no matter what you do as a woman, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Right? If you had a kid and you were very successful, they're going to be like, she doesn't even raise those kids. If you're with those kids all the time, they're like, she's so unsuccessful. She's lost herself. She's not even taking care of herself anymore. She's not putting herself first. And then you put yourself first and they're like, what a bad mom.
Yeah, what a bitch.
Right? And then they're like, why isn't she working? And then you stop working and they're like, why isn't she working? Why is she working? It's like.
And then the women who like quote unquote have it all and are doing it all, people are like mad at her the way I was mad at this comic because I'm
but that's what I'm saying.
Like it's always wrong, actually.
It's always wrong. There's nothing you can do that's wrong. It's like you're on stage and you're ugly and I'm mad at you because you're ugly because you shouldn't be on stage. But then you're on stage and you're pretty and I'm mad at you because you're prettier than me.
Yeah. And you
it's
got
like,
booked because you're prettier. It's not, you're not funny.
Right.
And also you are funny. How'd you get funny and pretty? Fuck you.
Women, listen, everyone hates women and we have to decenter men and learn how to love women again.
Yeah.
And really catch ourselves in the things that we say to ourselves that we think are okay.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm glad that you shared that with me because I think that that's a really important lesson that I could even say to myself.
Yeah.
When I say like, I don't like her, it's like, why don't I like her?
Yeah.
Do I just not like something that she brings out in me?
Yeah.
Does she make me think about something uncomfortable? Maybe.
Look at that. The thing that I was going to edit out.
No, I
is
think
the
it's so
most important thing of the episode. Wow, you guys. Leave positive reviews.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because at the end of the day, what you think is all that matters. I'm just
Please leave a 5-star rating and an
Please,
amazing review on whatever platform you listen on. This is so important. Mention Remy by name.
Yeah.
Listen, subscribe, like, do all the things.
And whoever wrote that review about like one of our ads being bad, I pulled it. So change your fucking review now because
Okay, but also shut up.
Because I listened to
Stop leaving bad reviews. Guys, you're listening. If you're here, you love Remy. Stop.
Yeah. Allegedly. Or you
Is that good?
or you even like love to hate me, which I will say there was a reality character this year that I was watching that I was like, I hate this bitch. And then I go, nope.
I can't stop watching it.
I'm watching for this bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I love to hate her.
I love to hate her. And we would
not bad.
probably get along.
Yeah, we're actually best friends.
Yeah. I love you so much.
I love you. Thank you for having that conversation with me.
Of course.
It was something that I need to chew on.
You're honestly probably the only person I could have it with. So I'm glad it happened today.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Can you tell everybody where they can find you and all of your fantastic podcasts and stand-up?
Sure. So I do reality TV podcasts. I do Teen Mom Trash Talk.
Shock. I'm friends with somebody who does reality TV podcasts.
I know. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
90 Day Fiance Trash Talk on our Patreon, patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. We cover, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Jersey Shore.
Yep.
Vanderpump Rules.
Yes.
And then also Noelle, my co-host, Noelle Winters, has another podcast with our friend Michael called Recycled with Noelle and Michael, where they cover Mob Wives. They cover Jersey Housewives. They cover true life episodes, cult classic movies. You will find everything there. We cover everything that you could ever want and ever dream of. Unexpected on TLC, which is just like a teen mom kind of thing. All of those things. TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything podcast related on social media. I'm at Trixie Tuzini, TrixieTuzini, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you, Remy, for having me.
Oh my God, of course. And you guys, if you're thinking, I want to listen to all that shit, I have a new built-in best friend. That's like literally what it is. Like you watch your TV shows and then you get to hear about how Tracey and Noelle and Michael feel about it.
Yeah.
And
Mike Gold. Now I call him Michael because it's recycled.
Right.
So I had to rhyme it. I'm like, unfortunately, Michael, and now you're Mike Gold.
Yeah. If you're just getting into other reality TV or Love Island, again, listen to We Really Love Island. That was my reality.
I'm going to tell you
pod.
something.
What?
You have been a Love Island stan since day one.
No, I know.
And I feel like everyone has jumped on the train now. And I'm like, you know what, guys? At the end of the day, Remy was the one driving the train.
Thank you so much.
You have been asking me to watch Love Island since it started.
I know. And the thing is this is the one thing where people really will give me credit. Most comics in the city will say, you put me onto Love Island.
You were the guy.
I was
you were
the guy.
Yep.
And I have to give credit where credit is due here, too. I only started watching Love Island because I had been watching X on the Beach, the British version.
Yes.
And there is a How Come listener, a companion. He reached out to me and was like, if you like X on the Beach, you would love Love Island. So really,
Interesting.
it's not just, it's a companion.
Yeah, but sure. But still.
But yes, credit to all of us. I love you so much. I have to ask you one more question.
Sure.
I have to ask everybody after a sexual experience. This was kind of sexual. Tracey, did you finish?
I did.
Oh, wait.
I'm done. What?
I forgot to ask you. Can I ask you about your first time coming? Do you remember it?
I mean, I don't remember any of this.
Okay, that's fine.
No one cares.
LOL. Tracey, thank you so much for coming on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I finished too. You guys can follow me at Remy Casimir, How Come at How Come Podcast. If you want to watch this episode unedited with video, you can see Tracey's 24-year-old face.
Oh my God, thank you.
Patreon.com/How Come. And we love you very much. See you next time on How Come. Bye.
Okay, bye.
I love you.
I love you.
It's not you, it's me. I try so hard to finish honestly. They say you'll know when you go all the way from A right down to O. Oh no, I think that I still got a ways to go. Oh, I'm sick of this and I have got to know. How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna just